Hi, everyone. I am so honored that I get to be here today and introduce you to an incredible woman who has had so many years of experience with a life-changing product. And I want today for you guys to hear why she is so passionate about helping everybody in the world to make a difference with their health by simply adding one product to the stack that you're already doing, possibly, but this is going to change the world. Every single scoop is going to make a difference. So, with that, I would like for you guys to meet Miss Maymay from the United Kingdom. Mimi, thank you so much for being here. And thank you for sharing your heart, your vision, your wisdom with everyone. And so, tell us, why would we want to add this? And what is the power behind this magic powder that we're putting in our water?
Thank you, Karen. This is so amazing. I've just waited 20 years for this, that's all. 20 years. I knew about this technology 25 years ago, which is like quarter of a century. And and none of us knew what this could do back then until the results came flying in. The results came flying in every single day, every minute, every second. Someone was getting well again, from whatever they were suffering. So, first of all, I want to explain to you that this is not a vitamin, it's not an amino acid, it's not a fatty acid, and it's not a herbal. It's nothing you can buy from a health shop. You cannot buy this over the counter, and you cannot get this at your local pharmacy. Very, very different. So I just want to clear that straight away. This is called glyconutrients. This is glycoscience. And this is the new frontier in the medical science. And this has been going on for decades. Just to let you know how important this is, in 1990, Oxford University, which is one of the best top university in the world, says this is the fastest growing science in the medical world, Oxford University. And on top of that, when we come across the pond in 2003, MIT, as you all know what MIT is, right? I mean, when they say something, we take notice. And MIT says glycoscience is one of the technology that would change the world. So when MIT says this, we take notice because they are top technology in all different sciences, including medical field as well. One of the technology that would change the world. And why is that? It's because glyconutrients it actually combines is eight sugars. I mean, the sugars I'm talking about is not what you think. It's not sugar you put in your cup of tea or coffee. These are sugar complex that is surrounded around your human cell. And around your cell, you get this very hairline. And when these hairline cell comes together, they are signaling and they are telling each other what it needs. So this cell could tell this cell, "Ah, I need help. I need detoxing. I need you to come in and rescue me." And this cell is thinking, I don't understand what you're saying because we're not communicating. And why is that? It's because we don't have the glycobiology. We don't have the glyconutrients in our bodies for the cell to communicate. So to communicate, you need eight sugars. And how do you get it? Well, you can get it through us, MPG. And not only that, we have just launched a brand new formula that makes our product 4 times more powerful for cell to cell communication. So if you can think of cell to cell communication like the English alphabet, you have 26 letters. And in the alphabet, you have five vowels, A, E, I, O, U. So if I were to remove these five letters from the English alphabet, we are no longer communicating. So I could say to Karen, Karen, could you pass me the book, please? And all Karen hears is BK. The O is missing. I said, Karen, can you pass the book, please? And she's thinking, I don't know what you're saying. Or if I say to Karen, would you like some food? And all Karen here is FD. So she's not going to tell me what food she needs. Or if I say an apple to Karen is just PPL. What does that mean? Nothing. Or an orange to her is RNG. Now, the problem here is that when the cells don't recognize the other cell, what it is saying, the good cell will say to the bad cell, identify yourself, because I don't know who you are. Identify yourself now. I do not recognize you. You're not part of the family. And then that cell will say, hold on here. I'm your sister. I'm your brother. I'm your mother. I'm your grandfather. I am part of the family. And then the other cell will say, identify yourself. If you don't, I'm going to attack you. So now you've got autoimmune disease where the cells attack each other. And this is why you need this product. This product is not a luxury, it's a necessity for your cells to communicate. It is just like having a war room. Can you imagine? You are the major and you're commanding your soldiers to go out in battle, and you give the soldier an order. That soldier do not understand what you're saying, General. So that soldier could start shooting its own people, its own soldiers, and that'd be a total disaster. And that's what's happening within our bodies continuously. Inside our body, we're fighting each other all the time because of the lack of the glyconutrients for your cells to communicate. So you understand what the cells need, and then the cells will heal the body. Another good example I can say is with a zip code. You'll have zip code because, depending where you live, the street, the area, the house. So if your zip code was like 48710, and I take away three of those numbers, if I take away 487 and I only give the mailman 10, where do you think he's going to put that mail? He don't. He'd be clueless. He don't know whether to take it to New York or Chicago or Mississippi or Los Angeles. He's clueless because the three of the numbers of the zip code is missing. And that's what's happening within your body. So that's a very simple way of explaining to you why you need this and why it's been missing. You've probably been asking me, hold on, surely I can get it through my food. Some food you can, but with centuries going back, we no longer eat like 50, 60 years ago. Everything's depleted, the soil's depleted. We've got pesticides. The way we grow our food is not natural anymore. So our body do not have all the right nutrients to make the glyconutrients. And of course, the body is very smart. Out of the 2 sugars we have in our body, the 2 sugars try to create the 8. Well, it can't do that either because there's not enough sugars to create the 8 sugars. It can try, but it's not successful. So this is why we need this. And what I have witnessed within myself, my own family member, is that, a family member had a neurological problem, which causing a lot of tremors continuously, trembling for 24/7, which is very tiring. And there's nothing they could do about it. No medication, no physio could help this person. And but just by taking the glyconutrients, it probably took about quite a few months because obviously the body needs to be saturated in the glyconutrients for your cells to start talking again. So the person began to stop the tremors. In fact, it has stopped so much that when she went to the doctors, the consultant, she was discharged, which is unheard of because what she had was, the doctors cannot fix nothing. But she was discharged from this. And that's total amazing. And not only that, she had a friend as well who had had a dysfunction on the foot. that this wound will not heal because of sugar imbalance. And by taking the glyconutrients, the wound began to heal. And then another amazing thing is she was also, she used to smoke all her life. She was smoking. Then one day, I noticed she did not smoke anymore. And I said, "Oh, you're not smoking." And she said, "I don't need it anymore." So it helps with that as well. You see, anything your body is in balance, the glyconutrients bring it back to balance. So your body begins to heal. And that is how God created our bodies. He created our bodies for body to heal. It's like if you had a cut on your finger, you would put a plaster on your finger to stop it from bleeding, for it to heal, right? But it's not the plaster that healed your finger. It's your own body natural defense. And of course, if you've got lacking in the glyconutrients, it'll take longer to heal. It's like scar tissue. Scar tissue takes a long time to heal. And even if it heals on the outside, lots of people suffer from scar tissues inside the body. And it causes a lot of tightness and pain and discomfort. But if you take the glyconutrients, you're healing from the inside out. Your cells, with healthy cells, is healthy tissues. Healthy tissues is healthy organs. And healthy organs have a healthy body. So it's back down to basics, the ABC again, cell to cell. So with that, another thing I'm so passionate about is the bigger vision. My dream has always been to change global health. And I found this, like I said, over 20 years ago. And right now I got my dream back. And I'm so grateful to MPG, for bringing this on board for all of us. And, and we have Sam Caster, who's the head of Manor Relief with his wife, Linda. And they said with every single packet of VeraCell, they're going to feed one orphan, one child for 30 days with the nutrition. Now, why is that important? Again, orphans, children do not have the glyconutrients, and they have more of a need than us because they don't have the right food. So by feeding an orphan for 30 days, just by purchasing one packet, and to see their life turn around, which I have witnessed over 20 years ago. I went to Romania. I've taken this to Ghana, to Malawi, to Zambia, to orphans, and to sick orphans. Obviously, they're very, very sick, very, very ill. And just by them taking on a daily basis, they got to go to school. They don't fall asleep in class. They are mentally alert. They put on weight. They no longer have terrible diseases. And that's what we can do for the world. We live in a very unfortunate, dying world. And with this, we can now save the world and take this to all the children around the world. So with that, that is the bigger vision. I really hope that you take this on board, start sharing it with confidence. And I promise you, go and share with everyone. You don't have to know everything about this. We got all the science, we got all the testimonials, we have the technology. This is not brand new. This has been done, 25, 30 years ago. So you are not a guinea pig. We're not testing it on you. We want you to share this so you can benefit other people that you love and respect, and even people that you don't know. So yes, Karen, I mean,
Yes.
I can't go. Yeah,
Yes,
it's just so much.
I know you're so passionate about this. And I just want to say thank you for educating us on what this powerful product does. And like you said, this isn't a new product, but it is enhanced unlike it has ever been. So the stories that have been told and shared, they will continue to develop at even such amazing amount of blessings are getting ready to come into this company. I just want to say this. as I close out. Fix is always the foundation for every single one of us. Guys, this is something to add, to stack onto that, because I personally believe that with what we have with Fix and VeraCell and New Zealand Fulvic, those three products that we have, I believe, will change the whole entire world. So share this message, share this video. Let Maymay share her heart with everybody that you speak to, and it will make a difference for you. Thank you, Maymay. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Karen. I appreciate you.